So last week, I started a small challenge account with $100. Not because I needed to, but because I wanted to prove a point that you don't need a big account to trade properly. But by the end of the session, I turned that $100 into just over $1,000. Not with leverage abuse, not with some insane 1 in a million move, just by using one setup that I've trusted for years now. Now I've been trading for the past 6 years, and after blowing accounts, trying strategies that looks cool but never even worked, and sitting through a lot of pain, I figured out how to actually trade with the market and not against it. This setup is based on ICT smart money principles, but I've refined it into something you can actually execute. Even if you're not some chart wizard, you can trade this strategy for yourself. Here's what made that trade work. I spotted a liquidity grab that trapped retail on the wrong side. I waited for structure to shift after the manipulation. I entered with a tight stop, scaling in after confirmation. I held with discipline, no panic, and no over management. Simple, yeah. Easy, not until you've trained your eyes to see. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact trade, the before, during, and after. I'll show you the chart, the confirmation, and the logic behind the entry. You'll also see how I manage a trade like this, where I take partials, when I move my stop loss, and what I look for when holding for a 10x return on my capital. And the best part, this setup keeps showing up across pairs, across session. Is not a one-time thing, it's a repeatable edge. So if you're working with a small account and want a real path to grow in the same exact smart way, then pay close attention. Now let's break this down step by step. So this is really simple, and what we'll actually be doing is we'll be using a candle range to basically trade. Now candle ranges are extremely important, and what happens on the lower time frame. So this is really simple, and where you I'm cooked. 1 second. So this is extremely simple, and again, we'll be using candle ranges to actually get our trade. So what happens on the higher time frame is a resemblance of what's going on the lower time frame. So as you can see, it's very simple. You want to have your candle range high and your candle range low. But let's get the times for this candle range. So you want the 9 a.m. candle range UK time. So the 9 a.m. candle range UK time is the candle range we'll be looking for. So the way it works, let's say the candle range high was taken. If the candle range high was taken, we'll look for sells. If the candle range low was taken, then we'll look for buys. Pretty simple, right? So also what we want to know, we want to be able to find a market structure shift plus displacement. We want to find liquidity sweeps. And we want to find 3 minutes order blocks. And most importantly, we'll be using a 1 hour time frame for our candle range. And don't forget, we need to target more than 1 to 2 R or equivalent to 1 to 2 R, depending on the market conditions. So the way I like to do this, let's say we're on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's say our candle range low got taken by a candle. After this, we'll switch to the 3 minute time frame, and we'll look for any of these confirmations. We'll look for liquidity sweeps, we'll look for a 3 minute order block, and we'll look for market structure shift with displacement. And don't forget, if you want us to pass and manage your funded challenge and get you a payout guaranteed, and you don't pay a single penny until you get a payout, click the first link in the description. We'll explain to you exactly how we've helped hundreds of clients do the exact same thing. But yeah, it's pretty simple. So it's a 3 candle move. The first candle is our candle range. The second candle will be the candle to take the liquidity, and then the third candle will actually be the distributing candle, which will look like this. For our long-term take profit, we can actually have the candle range low or high. So that's for our long-term profit. It can be the candle range low or the candle range high. And essentially what this would actually look like on the lower time frame is something like this. Let's say the low got taken for us. It could look like this. There could be much more movement, as you can see. Boom. What it does, it distributes up to the candle range high. As you can see here, boom, we'll find the 3-minute order block somewhere within here. You can see price then retraced into it, and that's how we'll be getting our trade. So again, what we could actually do for our take profit levels, we want a good stop loss, max 5 pips. What we want to do is target 1 to 2R. So I would say you can target the candle range high as long as it's above 1 to 2R. Now if it's below 1 to 2R, then the candle range high wouldn't be considered a long-term take profit. It would be considered something short-term, correct? So let's say we actually have the candle range high which is above 1 to 2R. Then you could look to target the candle range high as long as there are liquidity points or imbalances maybe resting around the area. So it's pretty simple. So I would say let's get into a chart example now. But again, if you guys want us to pass and manage your funded challenge guaranteed and get you a payout, click the first link in the description and let's help you get started, help you get funded, and help you get your very first funded challenge payout. As you can see, we come to our trading time. So here we go. So we're on UTC +1, which is London. We're on the 1 hour time frame and we're on any currency pair. It works on any currency pair. So what we actually want to do now is we want to mark out between maybe 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. But we'll actually be using the 9 a.m. candle. So the 9, 10, and 11 a.m. candle. Boom. There's our 9 a.m. candle. This is the candle we'll be using. So what we'll do, we'll mark out the candle high and we'll mark out the candle low. Just like this. As you can see, this is the candle low and there's a candle high. So now that we've actually marked out the candle high and the candle low, what we'll do now is we'll wait for one of these liquidity points to be taken, whether that be the candle high or that could be the candle low. So as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, our candle low was actually taken first. So what we could do is go to the 3-minute time frame, and as you can see right here, we do have some nice structure going on within here. So you can see the candle low was actually our liquidity sweep. So what we could do is we can mark this out as a liquidity sweep. So we could just make it a bit smaller. Boom. So you can see there's our 1 hour liquidity sweep. We did end up having the break of this high right here. Boom. Perfect. And it was market structure shift plus displacement. That's what we need to see when the market is about to change the trend. Okay, so we do have the 3-step move, liquidity, market structure shift, and displacement, and then we have the rejecting low. So let's just mark that out as failure to break low. And it's pretty clear that it failed to break the low, because if we grab the highlighter, you can see it did fail to break the low. So it's essentially respecting it. So now we could be expecting buys, correct? As you can see, we have this 3-minute order block right here on a 3-minute time frame. We could just mark that out, cover the whole area. What we'll do, we'll enter like this, long position, and we'll have quite a wide stop loss, 3 pips. That's quite too small. Let's go for about 6 pips. 6 pips is pretty good. So as you can see, for 1 to 2R now, as you can see, the candle range high is perfectly fine for our 1 to 2R. Now let's see what price does end up doing. As you can see, it does end up retracing and it does end up hitting the take profit level. So if you guys did enjoy this strategy and you want another strategy like this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it's completely free. And if you want us to pass and manage your funded challenge guarantee, click the first link in the description and I'll see you guys in the next one.